Welcome to Real Estate News You Can Use. What's up, Keith?
Hey, Ruben, how you doing?
Blow it up.
Blow it up, dude. I actually remember to blow it up this time.
Yeah, you did. You did. So what's going on? How's your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great. We didn't travel as much as I used to travel. I used to go from point A to B, back to A, back to B, then to C, and then came Z at one time. And never really ate turkey at the table. This year we actually ate dinner. It was a little bit late, ate around 6 o'clock at night. And but it was fantastic. We had a really good time. Some part of the family that I was with ate at 1 o'clock, so by 6 o'clock they were hungry again. So it was worked out really good. How about yourself?
It was
Back
good.
from Florida.
I'm in the Thanksgiving mood. I'm all dressed up.
You get that
fall colors and everything.
You get that light color look going on. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's good to have somewhat of a slow week in real estate. So much going on.
You're absolutely right. It is.
All right.
There's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
There's a lot of crazy stuff. Why don't you start?
Not enough transactions.
Yes.
We want transactions. Give us transactions.
So what's going on with renters and foreclosures, Keith? Tell me.
Oh, man. Recently, there was an article by, I think it was Bankrate.
Bankrate, yep.
Bankrate.com. And we're going to have some talking points on our website.
Yep.
So
check it out, renewsyoucanuse.com.
Yeah, if you go to renewsyoucanuse.com, you'll see a section that says talking points. And this week's talking points, one of them is from Bankrate. And they talk about the foreclosures and how the foreclosures are causing problems with the renters. So when a house goes on foreclosures, the renters are getting kicked out of the house and they have nowhere to go. So
unbelievable.
They're homeless. Where are they going to go?
Yeah, it's actually even worse for renters because they don't even know when it happens most of the time. Because if the landlord doesn't tell them that he's in financial trouble, how are they going to know, right?
Yeah, they're not going to have any chance of knowledge at all. In fact, my sister-in-law was involved with a situation where she was renting a house and it was heading for foreclosure.
Yeah.
It actually never happened, but it was heading to foreclosure. And she was a renter, and she was going to get kicked out. And she found out at the end, at the last minute. She asked me to look it up. And I did see that it was all set to go to foreclosure.
Yeah.
But at the last minute, a family relative came along and paid off the debt.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
It is tough, and it's not fun for anybody.
Hey, if you're renting out there, definitely check out the article and see what you can do if, I don't know, maybe your landlord isn't dressing up as much as he used to.
Right. Listen, off the beaten path, Ruben, I wanted to mention that, did you know that only 13% of the loans that have gone bad recently have been subprime loans? The other ones that have gone bad have been the good quality loans that have changed. It's the ARM loans that have been causing the problems over the subprime loans.
It's interesting. Well, you know what? I mean, that brings me to our next article because the media does a lot to influence what's bad in this market. Actually, in Realty Times, National Association of Realtors says buying a home isn't stupid. Can you believe that?
It's never stupid, and people really think it is stupid. People are afraid to make mistakes. You really should be. You're never going to make a mistake buying a house.
Only 13% was affected by the subprime
side. Right, exactly. And then the subprime market really disappeared anyway. And that wasn't really the issue. The issue was that it was really the ARMs and that the people got the loans that they couldn't afford, and that's because after 2 years the interest rate changed. But yeah, it's not stupid to buy a house. It's never stupid to buy a house. You never make a mistake. If you buy a house today and you stay there for 10 years, I can virtually guarantee that you're going to make money at the end of the 10 years if you want to move out of that house.
They make an interesting point in that article about the difference between investing in the stock market and investing in real estate. So definitely check out that article.
Really? I used to be a financial planner. I think you know that. And as a financial planner, what we used to say is the market goes up, the market goes down, but the market goes up more than it goes down. And the same thing follows true with the real estate. It does go up, it does go down.
It's true.
Not as much, not as rapid. The swings aren't as rapid, but it does happen.
Hey, you know what? Investing in anything is risky, right?
Right.
But as long as you're talking to the right people to do your investments,
yep.
Buying a home isn't stupid,
It's you never make a mistake. You really can't ever really make a mistake. The only mistake you can make is if you lie and you say that you make more money than you do, and you really don't make that type of money, and you get a loan that corresponds based on the amount of money that you said that you make. That's where the mistakes happen. The mistakes do not happen in buying the house.
Make sure you're just dealing with the right people.
That's right. If you're in the business for a long term, like you and I are, you in the mortgage business and me in the real estate business, you're not going to go wrong. So find somebody who's in the business for the long term, not the short term.
So the last article we're going to talk about, builders, man, they're getting hurt. Crazy.
They really are. I'm actually working with a couple builders, and I worked with a couple builders.
Yeah.
The 55-plus community. It's dead.
Man.
Oh, that's I take that back.
Take that back. Hey, we're on a podcast being shown worldwide.
The 55-plus community is not active. That's not good. They usually call the active.
Well, let's just not talk about the 55+ community.
Right. But
any community
that
builders are making.
Right. The builders are building. All these costs are going up. The cost for wood's going up. The cost for all these supplies are going
up.
Transportation. Everything is going up in cost.
Yeah.
But the price of a home is coming down. But the price of a home of a brand new house is not going down. So the builders are getting squeezed and squeezed and squeezed.
Right.
And some of these builders, there are builders fighting against each other.
Basically,
right?
Because one lowers the price, the other one keeps the price up.
Yeah.
No major effect in sales happens unless everyone lowered their price.
Right.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
That's not happening.
It's not happening, and it's almost like the FAA when one airline raises their prices, some people follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be that monopoly, or what do they call that? Was it not a monopoly, but it's the next step below monopoly. But anyway, it does. They do want to team up a little bit and say, listen, please don't lower the price of the house. But they're getting squeezed. If they have to lower it, they have to lower it.
Hey, they got to make their money, right?
Right.
Everyone makes their money somehow.
Right.
Anyhow, last week it was interesting. Live, we got a question.
Tracy from
Hawaii, in fact.
Right. Tracy
Aloha.
from Hawaii.
And her question was, what is a tax lien? Can you quickly
a tax lien certificate? What is a tax lien certificate?
What is a tax lien certificate? Why don't you quickly answer that question for her on our podcast?
Well, I guess the best way to explain answer that question is to explain what it is. Give you an example. A tax lien certificate is let's assume John Smith has not paid his taxes.
It's not good.
It's not good, and he's gone a year without paying his taxes. And let's say assume his taxes are $3,000 plus interest that is accrued. So he now owes $3,200 for his 1 year in taxes. What happens is that people will get notified that John Smith owes taxes, and you have the ability to pay those taxes as an investor. So it's another way to invest in a piece of property. You can pay John Smith's taxes. The town will pay you an interest rate of 10 to 18% return on that interest rate of that $3,000 when he pays that money back. If he never pays it and you continue to pay John Smith's taxes for the following 3 years, in some counties and some towns throughout the country, you may actually end up buying that house back for pennies on the dollar. So
because you paid John
Smith's taxes. You're not allowed to go into John Smith's property even though you paid his taxes, but you are allowed to get that return on the investment. And the return is at least double, if not more, of what you get at the bank. It's usually more than double what you get at the bank. If the return of the bank is 5%, you're probably going to get somewhere between 10 and 12% return on that tax lien. So it's a great way to invest. Are there risks involved? Of course there are. There are definitely risks involved, but
there's a risk involved in any investing tool you'd.
Of course there is. Even in the bank, there's a risk involved. As we know, there's all these consolidations going on with the bank because of the bank problems. So that's, in a nutshell, what a tax lien certificate is.
And our website of the week, you actually
chose
the rest.
Based on that, we chose a website of the week.
How convenient.
Yes, it's called MrTaxLiencom. MrTaxLiencom. And MrTaxLiencom, there's a tremendous amount of websites out there. If you Google tax lien certificates, you're going to find a lot out there. But MrTaxLiencom, it's very easy to read. Basically says, in 1996, I did this, and I learned how to do it, and here's the process. And he goes basically from soup to nuts on learning the process, and it's pretty easy reading. So Mr. Tax Lien, thank you very much. It's good information.
It's a good resource. Everyone needs information. That's what we're doing here.
That's right.
Right? We're making it easier for people to learn about real estate without having to flip through all the articles.
Oh, by the way, last week I said crazy turtle because I had no idea.
Awkward turtle, right?
Yeah, it's awkward turtle. So it was funny. I Googled that. I talked to my son, and my son said, Dad, it's not crazy turtle. It's awkward turtle. So I Googled awkward turtle to find out what it meant. And the first article said, if you don't know what it means, you're old. So
changing of the times.
So you and I did not know what it meant. So I feel better that you didn't know. So awkward turtle, not crazy.
Awkward turtle. Well, until next week. I'm Ruben Austria, Maximum Mortgage Solutions.
Keith Carberry, Take that. Keith Carberry, REMAXLandmark.com.
Make it a great day.
Bye-bye.
RENewsyoucanuse.com.